Recently, there was an update in Fortnite Battle Royale that reduced the effectiveness of the pump and tactical shotguns. These changes were that the pump got its damage decreased from 90 to 80 for the uncommon green pump shotgun, and 90 to 85 for the rare blue pump. So both the green and the blue pump shotguns had their damage reduced by 10. This is the base damage. And the headshot multiplier was also decreased from 2.5 to 2 for the pump shotguns. Basically, the way headshots work is you take the base damage and then multiply it by whatever the headshot multiplier is to get the however much damage is done to the opponent. So the damage was reduced and the headshot multiplier was reduced. This means that the max damage for the uncommon green pump shotgun was decreased from 225 down to 160, and the max damage of the rare blue pump shotgun was decreased from 238 to 170. This makes it so that the pump can no longer guarantee a one-hit kill regardless of the opponent's health, and if you have if you have 200 health, you will no longer be one hit in a shotgun fight by like anything. None of the shotguns do over 200 damage at this point in the game. The other change in this update was that the tactical shotgun also got its headshot multiplier reduced from 2.5 to 2. The results of these changes are that the gray common tac shotgun max damage was decreased from 168 to 134. The uncommon green tactical shotgun's max damage was decreased from 175 to 140. And the rare tactical shotgun's max damage was decreased from 185 to 148. So more damage reduction on the tac. It's not as steep of a hit as the pump, and it's not as noticeable as the pump because the pump used to be able to guarantee a one-hit kill no matter what, and now that's not longer a thing, but the tac really didn't have that before, so I don't notice it as much with the tac, but the tac is going to become less effective now. The heavy shotgun was not changed at all with this update, but I just thought you should know its damages. The epic purple heavy shotgun has a max damage of 183, and the golden legendary heavy shotgun has a max damage of 192. So the hardest hitting shotgun in the game under like ideal conditions has 192 damage now, meaning that there's no shotgun in the game that could do over 200 damage. And with these nerfs to the pump, I think the heavy is the best shotgun in the game now. The purple heavy shotgun has a max damage higher than that of the blue pump, and that wasn't the case prior to this update. Before this update, the blue pump did more damage, or even the green pump rather would do more damage than the heavy. So with these changes, I feel like the heavy got a massive boost without it actually being changed at all. It's just the things around it got weaker, so it shines more than it once did. And when I say max damage, what I mean is the damage that the weapon will do with a headshot and like under perfect conditions. Shotgun damage can be very inconsistent in Fortnite, but it's based mostly on how many pellets from your shot you hit. So under perfect conditions, these are the new damages for these shotguns. Overall, I think these changes to the pump make it so that one pump really isn't viable anymore. Prior to this update, there were a lot of players who would run double pump, but if you had good aim as a single pump user, you could kill them in one shot just because the gun could do over 200 damage. So their higher fire rate potentially didn't matter if you just killed them before they were able to get their second shot off, you know what I mean? But now the pump, you can't really guarantee that, so it's pretty much always going to go to multiple shots, so the double pump user has a massive benefit over the pump user, pretty much regardless of how their aim is, because no matter what, it's going to take more shots to kill now than it used to. So the double pump user will pretty much always beat the single pump user with this current version of the game. Obviously, if the double pump user is just garbage and the single one is good, that doesn't it doesn't really match up. But I also find that pump tac isn't as effective with both weapons nerfed, because prior to this, like, I would shoot someone with the pump once and then shoot them 1 to 2 times with the tac to clean them up. But now it seems like I have to hit 3 to 4 shots with the tac to finish the opponent after hitting them with the pump, because the pump is weaker and the tac is also weaker. But like, both weapons are doing less damage, and I don't feel like swapping back. And if I'm running pump tac, I want to shoot one with the pump and then finish them with the tac, not switch back and forth. If I was going to switch back and forth, I would run double pump. And with these changes, I don't really like pump tac anymore, because like I just said, I'm going to be on the tac more. It requires more shots to clean up. So I've been running pretty much exclusively double heavy, double pump, or pump heavy, just depending on what I have access to. Maybe you could make one shotgun work if you had access to the heavy. I haven't really tested it that much because I've been mostly playing Blitz, where I ran 2 shotguns anyways. But yeah, I think one pump doesn't really work anymore. And if you get the heavy, maybe you can make one heavy work. But overall, I'm pretty much going to always run double shotgun with this version of the game. Because I think to be competitive in shotgun fights versus decent players, like, you need double shotgun. Beforehand, people ran double shotgun. People ran double shotgun a lot, but that was because they chose to run double shotgun. They chose to like specialize their inventory in close range and get that benefit there, like that's fine. Like I have no problem with people running double shotguns. If they want to give up 2 of their inventory slots to shotguns and see like some benefit, that's fine. But I feel like with this update, you have to run it, which is the problem. To even be somewhat competitive, you have to run double shotgun. You have to have 2 out of your 5 slots or 40% of your inventory dedicated to close range, which I don't think is a good thing for like the life of the game. It reduces your ability to change, and it reduces what weapons are going to be used throughout the course of the match, because everybody knows close range is very important in Fortnite. And to even be like competitive, like I said, you pretty much have to run double shotgun at this point. So that's not a good thing. Despite the fact that I think this change is bad, that you have to run 2 shotguns, I actually like the close range combat a lot more with this update. Like I feel very weird about this update because I like close range fights more on this update than I did before, but like the rest of the game is annoying because you have to run double shotguns. Just basically with less players running around with one-hit kill weapons, like you're not one-pumping as people as much, you're not getting one-pumped as much, so there's more like back and forth within the fight, and when the fight has more back and forth in it, you have to hit more than just one shot, more than one good shot. Obviously, if they one-pumped you, they hit a good shot, but it could be quite random. Now they're going to have to hit multiple shots, so the better player, I think, is going to come out on top more often than not. Especially in build fights, I feel like a lot of times players would outbuild me and I would just one-pump them, and that isn't really happening anymore. The better player wins more often than not, I feel, on this version of the game, even though I don't like that you have to dedicate 2 inventory slots to it. That's what I'm saying. This update is very strange. I don't really know how I feel about it yet. I wanted to make this update to give you guys all the damages and stuff like that, but I don't have like a conclusive opinion on this update. I like some aspects of it, I dislike some aspects of it, but I am really enjoying close range battles in this update. In short, like I said, I really dislike that this update makes you have to run double shotgun to be somewhat competitive in close range, but I do like how the close range combat plays out more now than I used to on like the previous version of the game, when it was pretty much about hitting one good shot and killing the opponent. Please let me know what you think of this update in the comments down below, and if you did find this video interesting or helpful in any way, please remember to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. I live stream Fortnite Battle Royale every single day, and I'm going to try to be making videos like this more consistently if you guys enjoy watching things like this. Thanks for watching. The storm? Oh no, it's the final one. Alright, I'm going to have to push this. Can we play? No, I'm just doing solos. Oh no. Oh god, he's got a jetpack too, dude.